or on this computer. I'm gonna share my screen. I'm gonna go ahead and share Microsoft Whiteboard. So I'll be sharing it. No, this is Whiteboard Zoom, so I'm gonna stop sharing it because Whiteboard Zoom is no good. Stop share. I'm gonna open up regular Whiteboard, go back to the main screen, go back to Zoom, go here, share Microsoft Whiteboard, which is different than the Microsoft than the other one. Go here, this opens up. I'm gonna zoom in for you guys who are visually impaired. Why did that do that? And why is it so faded? Why is it so faded? There, it's not faded. Do you see it now? Okay, and now let me see if it's here. Oh yeah, I'm here too. And let's look at this. So much better. I'm telling you, man, much better. Okay, so you saw how I got 1 and -1, right? You saw I got 1 and -1.
Wait, so why is it?
Okay, so let's go here. There's something that's bothering me here. The search thing here doesn't go away. There, it went away. So if I add 4 over here, you have 4 equals 4x squared, right? You see that? So you have 1 equals 1x squared. So x squared equals to 1. So x equals plus or minus the square root of 1, which is x equals plus or minus 1. But those are not the coordinates. Those are the values of x. I need my coordinates for my intercept. What this is my x-intercepts, my zeros. Okay, so I'm going to find that right now. So what I have to do is I have to go back to the original equation, and I have to put y equals to 4 times 1 squared minus 4, and y equals to 4 times -1 squared minus 4. Well, you know what that's going to be. It's going to be freaking 0 and 0. So we didn't have to do that. But what's A? A equals to 1, 0, and B equals to -1, 0. Those are your coordinates for A and B. Oh, wait, I didn't read the question out carefully. So sorry. I'm so sorry. I didn't read the question carefully. And I made up this question, so it's funny. It says the curve y equals 4x squared crosses the x-axis at point A and the y-axis at point B. So these are our zeros. These are our zeros. In other words, if we were, oh man, it moved it. Okay, give me a second. So the x-axis at point A, this is an x-intercept. Yes, ma'am? Do you have your name on it? Do you have your period on it? Is it stable? I'll take care of you in a bit, okay? So x-axis is the x-intercept. So one of these is the x-intercept we're interested in. And then we have our y-axis at point B. So could you guys tell me what the intercept would be? What would we call that intercept at the y-axis? What would it be called? The y-intercept. And what is the value of x at the y-intercept? Yes, so x equals 0 here is at the y-axis. We already tried this other one. We set y equals to 0. We got 2 possible intercepts. We got either this one, all right? So either one of those could be A. This guy could be A or this guy could be A. The other one will be when x equals to 0. If we just put 4 times 0 here and solve it, we get -4. So we know for sure that B has to be 0, comma, -4. So B for sure is 0, comma, -4. So if I were doing this question, I could do it either with 1, comma, 0 or -1, comma, 0. Either one will work. It's just you're going to have slightly different equations for either one. Which one do you want to do it with? Do you want to do it with the positive one or the negative one? Yeah, positive is better for us. So let's just assume right now that we're going to use A, 1, comma, 0, and B, 0, bless you, comma, -4. So can you write an equation for that line? Well, we have something called point slope form. And it looks like this. Y minus y's of 1 equals m times x minus x of 1. Right? Do we have a slope? No, but can we find it? Yes, we can. What's my slope formula? Y's of 2 minus y's of 1 equals divided by x of 2 minus x of 1. So I don't know, call this x of 1, y's of 1, x of 2, y's of 2. Is that fair? -4 minus 0 divided by 0 minus 1. -4 divided by -1 equals 4. So now we have the slope. Do we have an x1 and y1? Yes, we do. So you may go ahead and go y minus 0 equals 4 times x minus 1. Right? So this is y equals 4x minus 4, and this is the equation of line AB. So now we got another question under it. It says, calculate the coordinates of the point of intersection of the line AB with the line y equals -1/3 x plus 5. So we have one line that's defined by y equals 4x minus 4. And then we have another line, y equals -1/3 x plus 5, and they're going to cross. And we want to find out where they cross. And so there's a few ways to do it. Let's discuss the easiest way to do it, which is if we write both of these equations next to each other, and we think about it carefully, we say, hey, when they intersect, they share a common y and a common x. Therefore, if I set them equal to each other and solve for x, then I will get the point at which both of them are the same x, and then I can find out the y. So if I just say, okay, they're the same at the point of intersection, they're y's, so therefore they must be the same at that point, set them equal to each other. Solve for x, right? You're going to add 1/3 here, 1/3 x, right? Let me make that prettier. 4x plus 1/3 x. Well, I can write 4x as 12/3 x plus 1/3 x. That's going to be 13/3 x. 13 over 3. 13 divided by 3. Minus 4 equals 5. And I'm going to go ahead and add the 4 over. So you're going to have 13 over 3x equals to 9. I'm going to go ahead and multiply by the reciprocal now, both sides. Really ugly number. So x equals 27 over 13. And then now I go through the trouble and figure out the other value, which will be, you just substitute. You go ahead and pick your poison. I'll do the nicer one. 4 times 27 over 13 minus 4. 27 times, what is it? 27 times 4 equals 108. 108 divided by 13, not pretty numbers, minus 4. Let me grab my calculator. It's just really ugly number. So you get 108 divided by 13 minus 4. So that's 56 over 13. So the point of intersection, or the coordinate of intersection is going to be 27 over 13, comma 56 over 13. Let me put some numbers to that to make it look, so you get a visual. So it says approximately 2.08, comma. These are really horrible numbers for me to give you on a test, aren't they? So just to give you imagery of this, let's go to Desmos calculator quickly on the board. So if I put Desmos, calculator, and we put 4x minus 4, 4x minus 4. Let's grasp that, and then we put negative, parentheses, negative x divided by 3. All right. Close the parentheses. I don't even know why I did that. And plus 5. And then if you come here, 2.07 to 4.301. And that's the intersection. So I see it's too bright. There, you can see it. And that's the answer we have here. Okay, that's what we did. We figured out the point of intersection. So, of course, the test is not over. So let's drag it down. Will I test you this next class? Maybe it'll be the class after, just before grade review. Oh no, I didn't. Now let me zoom in here. So guys, these type of questions should be the type of question that that you should be getting easily done. There shouldn't be an issue with it. So it says that the coordinates of points A and B are 9, 3, and damn it, bro, it moves around a lot. All right, there we go. The coordinates of A and B are 9, 3, and 0, -6 respectively. Find the coordinates of the midpoint of AB, the gradient of AB, and it says, hence find equation of the perpendicular bisector of AB, giving your answer in the form of AX plus BY plus C equals 0, where A, B, and C are integers. And another thing, A should be positive, so that's important. So here we have A is 9 comma 3, and B is 0 comma -6, and we got to find the midpoint. So the midpoint is very easy to find. It's just x of 1 plus what? X of 2 divided by 2, comma, y is of 1 plus y is of 2 divided by 2. So that's going to be 9 plus 0 divided by 2, comma, 3 plus -6 divided by 2. So that's 9 divided by 2, comma, -3 divided by 2, and that's your midpoint. All right. Now we're going to find the slope between these. The slope between A and B, so we got A here, we got B here. The slope is going to be y is of 2 minus y is of 1 over x of 2 minus x of 1. So that's going to be -6 minus 3 divided by 0 minus 9. That's -9 divided by -9, which is 1. So now we got to find the equation to the perpendicular bisector. Okay? Well, so the perpendicular bisector will have the point, the midpoint. So the midpoint of that. So the midpoint of AB is 9/2. And then the slope that's perpendicular to 1 is what? Let me explain to you what this is. So here we have AB. You don't see it because I have to draw it somewhere else. So here we have AB. The perpendicular bisector will be a line that is in the middle here, right? And that's perpendicular to it. So we have the midpoint. We know the slope here is 1. So what will be the perpendicular slope? The negative reciprocal of 1, which is just -1. Remember, it's not just a reciprocal, it's the negative reciprocal. So if the slope would have been 2/3, the negative reciprocal would have been -3/2. Remember, it's the reciprocal, but the negative version of it. Okay, that's it. So there's nothing else. So then you just go y minus y of 1 equals m times x minus x of 1. So you have y minus -3/2 equals -1 times x minus 9/2. You have y plus 3/2 equals -1 x plus 9/2. So now you have y equals -x plus 6/2. So you have y equals -x plus 3. And if you write it in the form ax plus by plus c equals to 0, where a has to be positive, you would write x plus y minus 3 equals to 0, and you're done. So this test is an easy test, but it requires that you know how to do all this. You understand it. And at the end of the test, I ask you to write down the formulas to the following names. Point slope, you should know it's y minus y's of 1 equals m times x minus x of 1. Slope intercept, you should know it's y equals mx plus b. You should know slope is m equals to y's of 2 minus y's of 1 divided by x2 minus x of 1. You should know that standard form is ax plus by plus c equals 0, where a, b, and c are integers, and a is greater than 0, or a is positive, basically. You should know your distance formula is distance equals the square root of y's of 2 minus y's of 1 squared plus x of 2 minus x of 1 squared. You should know, you should know your the square root has to cover the whole thing. You should know your midpoint formula is x of 2 plus x of 1 divided by 2, comma, y's of 2 plus y's of 1 divided by 2. And that would show me everything. Imagine if I ask you to prove these things, which will be even better. Now, I could also make this more interesting as well by asking you an extra question there about getting the distance between the points, so that the test becomes, hey, can you find the intersection? Can you find the midpoint? Can you find the perpendicular bisector? All this you're doing, all this you're doing everything that I'm asking you to do, and that's chapter 1.